Good evening. This will be episode 22. Topic tonight. So, lots been going on today with my daughter and my wife. Primarily, my daughter, they're trying to balance out between blood thinners so she doesn't get a clot and clotting agents so she doesn't have anything that's bleeding bleed too much. So Rocki has some sort of sore in her mouth. Could have been from the ventilation tube, could have been from an impact, they said an impacted molar, which could have been injured in many different ways. So Rocki was bleeding from her mouth today. So when my wife got there this morning, she saw blood everywhere coming out of her mouth, down her chin, all over, so that's freaky. And next thing you know it, she's bleeding from the nether region. And my heart goes out to my wife, because of course if I had seen that too, I would have freaked out. And I'm not saying my wife wasn't wrong to freak out. This is where I have to discuss my sense of faith. Faith is knowing without seeing. Faith is not tangible. I personally right now am putting my faith in the doctors and the nurses and all the brilliant minds that are helping my daughter, our daughter. That's where my faith is centered, because they went to school for this. They have dealt with other cases, although Rocki's is quite unique. I have to trust, especially because I'm not there 24/7. And honestly, even if I was there 24/7, would I know what to do? And the answer is no. The bleeding from her mouth, the bleeding from her nether regions, no. What do I do when I have blood coming out from my mouth? Gargle with salt water, hydrogen peroxide, and it usually clears up right away. If I was on as many blood thinners as my daughter's on, I don't think that would help. Once again, not a medical professional. My medical training is minute compared to the people that are helping my daughter right now. So, yeah, this is hard. So I lucked out tonight when I went to say goodnight. One of her doctors was there, and I was able to ask him or pose questions to him that some of them he could answer directly, most of them he could not, because especially dealing with a unique patient such as my daughter, there is no black and white, there's no yes or no. There is a lot of questions, a lot of we don't know at this time, but we need to run tests so we can figure it out. So the bleeding from her nether region, GI, gastrointestinal, they're going to get involved and they're going to recommend things. Hopefully they can treat it with antivirals and clear it up. But if it's more serious, of course they might have to do something else, which is scary because gastrointestinal an area that I don't know a lot about. I don't know a lot about gastrointestinal issues and how to fix them. But people have gone to school and gotten their doctorates in this stuff. So I have to put my faith in their knowledge and their experience to help my daughter, to help Rocklin. And it's during some of my other studies that I got a lesson in positive thoughts, positive energy, positive outlooks. And sending positive energy, positive thoughts to the people that are taking care of you, the people that can help you. It's a good practice. Especially in areas that you don't know. Because not knowing is scary. It's fearful. You become fearful of everything. But my faith is in the doctors that are helping her right now. And I mean, they are literally doing everything they can to help my daughter survive. And I have to trust in that. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't pray, but most of my focus is on sending positive energy, and when I come across them is to kind of assure them when they talk to me that I do understand what they're saying to me, and if I don't understand something, I ask them. And no matter how stupid it may make me feel, I ask them to explain things to me, if they can, to the best of their ability, so I can understand it and I can regurgitate it to other people, if not to myself, so I'm not a stressed out, panicked mess when I'm faced with these challenges and I have to leave here and go to work and be away from the situation. I mean, I have a little girl that is super sick, and it's severely scary. But I also have 2 other kids and a wife and a house and bills that don't stop. And I just feel I have to step up and take care of as much of the outside stuff as possible, so that when we can go home, we do have a home to go home to. It's scary. It's really scary because being the only one working right now and my wife not able to go on unemployment right now, she will be able to in May, or possibly sooner, maybe under another scope, but she will be able to go on some sort of leave eventually, which will take some of the stress and pressure off of me. But it goes to what I talked to the doctor tonight about, was balance. The balance between her blood thinners and her clotting solutions. I mean, they're trying to find a happy medium, and I mean, with my daughter, they don't know what to do. So they're gonna run more tests until they figure out what they can do and what will help. Just like they did early on with the drug anakinra, which seemed to help, but one of the side effects of anakinra is opening up the patient, in this case my daughter, to other types of infection. It was right there on the paperwork that we signed, as well as when they placed the VAD in her. There's another possibility of some sort of infection that way too. So once again, the balance, the yin and yang of this whole situation it's unknown, and it's absolutely scary. But at this point, I have to put my faith in the people that are helping her, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm trying to do, no matter how hard it is. So, I'm going to end it here. Once again, it's not a marathon. I mean, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and we're taking tiny little baby steps because there's a lot of unknowns out there. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Once again, if I get enough subscribers, I might be able to monetize this station, this channel, and possibly support my family with it. But once again, if you're going through anything like this, I am so sorry, and I hope things work out for you. All right, good night. Bye.